Previously on Follow the Leader.
You see a room completely bereft of windows and lit only by dim, magical orbs mounted on each wall. Two perfectly smooth crystal balls lie in the center of two large tables near the center of the room. The other furniture in the room has been tossed, the shelves have been ransacked, and a pair of mirrors on the far eastern side lie shattered on the floor, revealing an empty indentation in the eastern wall.
Well, might be worth doing a quick look round, but whatever might have been in here I think's gone. Does somebody with better perception than me want to have a look?
Yeah, my perception's okay. It's a 9. But
I think Calamus has the best perception out of all of us.
Yeah, how did I get a 12?
As a
well, I was just going to ask, is there any way that we can tell, like, how long ago this happened? Like, are we hot on the tail of somebody who's going through here, or have they been and gone already? Like, is there a way for us to tell?
Well, I'll tell you, the charge stuff in the abjuration display room is still smoking.
Ah, okay.
We now return to your game, already in progress.
Would you like me to perceive?
Please.
I perceive now.
What do your cactus eyes see, Calamus?
25 perceives.
What are you trying to perceive?
I don't know, they just told me to perceive.
Is there anything left in this room for us, or has it...
I mean, yeah, there's the two crystal balls, one of which is currently glowing and displaying the front entrance.
I guess, is there any indication of which way the person who was here might have went, if it's that fresh?
Well, there's only one door in this room.
Okay.
But-
So they were in and then out again.
And there are two crystal balls, one currently showing the front of the house.
Yep.
I'm going to go over and touch the one that isn't currently displaying something.
Cool. Yeah, you can interface with it. It takes you about 3 actions
Okay.
of interfacing with the one the one that's displaying an image or the one that isn't.
One that isn't. See if anything happens.
Cool. You you like spend a couple actions interfacing with it using your like knowledge of occultism and arcana, and it kind of flares to life, displaying a kind of like not bird's eye, but like kind of from above or like from a distance above view of a building that you know extremely well, the Starstone Cathedral, a big temple in the center of Absalom, surrounded by an enormous bottomless pit.
Would I know if this is like a scrying orb or something like that?
You see like people walking around outside the building.
Okay.
And you feel like there's probably more images also that like you feel like there's like almost a swipe you could do to change the image.
Oh, cool. One like an iPad. Brilliant.
Yeah. So you swipe it and it like kind of dissolves in a mist, and then you see a big kind of gothic looking compound of like a number of very tall, very opulent buildings. Mindy, are you in this room as well?
Yes.
You recognize immediately as the Lepidstadt University of Ustalav.
Oh. I say this.
I will scoop up the other crystal ball and hand it to Mindy, and then swipe again. And so we should ask East where these are
they're
programmed.
like mounted on the
Oh,
yeah.
The middle of the table.
then I'll Mindy have a go, and then I'll swipe again.
Okay. I
You swipe again. You see a big city with an enormous beetle husk, like a husk of a beetle so big it dwarfs the tallest building in the city.
The fuck?
I have no idea where the fuck this is.
You could give it you could roll per society.
Sure. I'm actually trained in that. That's only a 5 on the die for a 13.
That is the Osirian capital city of Sothis, the largest and most prosperous city in the kingdom of Osirian, built around the molten husk of Ulunat, one of the spawn of Rovagug, slain by ancient Assyrians' first pharaoh.
Okay, so these are what? Points of significant power or magic? I don't know. Like the Starstone Cathedral, and you said it was a university in Ustalav it was looking at before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll swipe again.
You swipe again, and it is... You see, like, this city, which is, like, almost, like, ring-shaped, in that it's, like, it has, like, these huge rivers. Like huge, but, like, these big, wide canals going through it in, like, circular shapes. And in the center, there is this, like, a collection of buildings that are surrounded by these tall statues of animal-headed people looking out, made of, like, onyx.
I really need to get out more.
Mindy, if you want to make a perception, a society check to recognize that, you could.
25.
Mwangi?
That is the Magambia. That is the oldest school of magic in the world.
Cool.
So these are seats of magical... These are seats of knowledge, it sounds like, that these are showing.
And mystic significance.
All right.
What's in the orb that I've been looking at?
So right now it's looking, you can see a Lyraha, like, kind of floating in the front room. You swipe it once and you see a gallery of paintings, with a lot of different, like, creatures and, like, alien landscapes on them. And in one corner, some of the paintings have fallen off the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You swipe again, you see the Abjuration Lounge you were just in. You see H2 kind of lingering at the door. You swipe a third time, and you see all of you in this room.
Okay. Can I see...
Keep going.
Can
See if there's anyone else in the house.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to do. Can I keep swiping to see if there's anybody else in the house? Do I need to roll something for that?
Let me check something. So you see, boom, and you see each of those, like, the one, the second, the gallery you saw, that's labeled, actually. These are all labeled. This is the Conjuration Gallery, the Abjuration Display Room, the Divination Lounge, and you swipe again, and you see a garden with, like, statues and a hedge maze that says the Garden of Illusions, and it looks pretty beautiful, with a bunch of statues of this adult Garundi woman at various ages. But you swipe further, and you see the label comes up, Necromancy Study. And it's, like, dark. And you swipe again, home office, reading room, teaching hall. And they're all just dark.
That's not good.
Go back to this one, Mindy, the view of this room.
I do this.
Cool. Yeah, the Divination Lounge.
I want to see if we can figure out, so we know what to look for in other rooms. Is there another, like, matched crystal? Like, to use modern parlance, I'm looking for the camera.
Yeah, you find it immediately. It's one of the orbs in the wall.
Cool. So those are what we'll... And could we make some sort of... If the others have been deactivated by magic or broken to come up dark on the viewing orb?
It looks like they've just been, like, deactivated.
Okay.
But yeah, so you do get the names of the rooms upstairs: Necromancy Study, the home office, the reading room, the teaching hall, the enchantment auditorium, the evocation atrium, the scroll storage, the transmutation scroll showroom, and the scroll storage room, and then finally it is tower, and then it's also turned off.
Okay.
All right.
And you said that there's an indentation in the wall or something here where something looks like it's been removed.
at one point there was like mirrors on the wall, and they've been smashed and thrown on the ground, and there was a cubby behind them that is empty.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's probably where the research was in this room, huh?
Seems like it.
We should check with Aliraha and mention the rooms that are dark and ask maybe if we should concentrate on the other places. Given that we know that whoever it was has been here and in the room and they didn't deactivate the crystals in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just get her take on maybe where we should go next.
I agree.
Cool. So you go and you like explain what you're finding so far to Aliraha?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So she says, concerning. Well, chances are, it was obvious when they took my research from the Divination Lounge, it sounds. And you didn't see any such tampering with the Illusion Garden or the Conjuration Gallery, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So there likely will still be research hidden there.
All right.
But, and so, it is up to you. You could go upstairs and perhaps face more directly whatever this interloper is. Or you could try to get as much here as you can and be able to have a full understanding of what is down here before you go up there.
I mean, as much information as we can get is probably for the best, and you can always just kick off yelling if, you see somebody trying to get out. But I'm open to suggestions. We want to go spoil for a fight first, or do we want to go look for more research where we know we're not going to run into somebody? I'll look to H2 and to Calamus. The fact that Mindy hasn't, lost her entire shit over the Schools of Magic themed rooming is just a sign for me of how off her game she currently is. She's too in her own head.
Yeah.
You're in nerd paradise, and you are not losing your shit.
I am, in fact, not losing my shit over nerd paradise. I'm looking around, but I'm not like, oh my god, this is so amazing. I'm just like, another day on the job.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if it's okay that the information that they have, if we don't run into them, gets out, then we can just gather what we need.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to fight them at some point.
Almost certainly.
Yeah, but we get the choice of when.
Yeah, I'm all for putting it off until we absolutely have to.
Okay.
H2?
I will go where the rest of you go. This is beyond me, but when it comes time to trade blows, I will be ready.
Never doubted you for a second, alright. Alright, Liraha, which way to the Illusions Garden? Sticking their head back to ask which direction we should head in to get to the garden.
How's that now?
Asking for Aliraha for directions to the Garden of Illusions, or the Conjuration Gallery, whichever's closer.
The Conjuration Gallery is to the south, and that's how you access the Garden of Illusions. You have to go through a painting.
Perfect. All right, let's head that way.
Cool. Yeah. So move your little dudes wheresoever you may wish to be.
Okay, so we got to head through that southward. Oh, many pictures. Pretty.
Indeed. Yeah, the walls of this room are covered in paintings of creatures organized with these signs that list the names of each of the outer planes. Many of the paintings have been moved aside, turned crooked, or taken off the shelf, as if the room had been thrown into disarray. On the southern end of the room, a painting in the section labeled Maelstrom lies on the floor, one side of the frame slightly broken off. And as you actually approach and look at the broken painting, you see it kind of ripples and goes kind of pops up, and you can see an image of a swirling vortex of extraplanar energy depicted on the thing, and then something tiny in the painting, and then it gets larger. It's painted, and then it becomes real as a bunch of little floating, glowing, rune glyph covered crocodile creatures come slithering up out of it. Go.
Are we fighting them?
Can I talk to them?
Do you speak
That's what I'm looking.
Abyssal, Celestial, or Protean?
I speak Celestial.
So you have a second if you would like to attempt to talk to them.
Yeah. God, I don't know what I say to this. I just...
And one of them looks at it, and looks at you, and looks at their pals, and goes like, and rubs its stomach, and points at your spell book.
I take a couple of steps back, like,
The art of this beastie is incredible. By the way, for our listeners, it's like a crocodile, but with no back legs. It's like a cross between a snake and a crocodile, and it's like half wearing a scroll, and it's glowing, and it looks like it's having a great time chowing down on magic, basically.
It absolutely is. And Mindy, as you step back, they surge forward, and I need y'all to roll initiative.
Fun.
Hey. I got a 26 for initiative.
Hell yeah.
I got a 27.
Damn, I thought I was doing great with my 23, and then y'all are out here with your fucking...
You are doing great with your 23.
Did I not put myself on the turn order somehow?
You probably didn't have yourself connect.
I have myself selected. Oh, there. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Who knows? Cool. Yeah, we all on the list now? Yes. So you see H2, you're the first to act. You're moving with your battlefield. What would you said just a second ago? When it comes time for blows to be traded, I will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Time's come. These things are slithering forward, flying through the air, for the record. They're not like slithering on the ground with their little snake tails. They're like curling through the ground, like through the air, like they're swimming. And they are going straight at Mindy. But you are fast. What would you like to do?
So, I leveled up and got this cool new ability that I want to use.
What's your cool new ability?
I am going to move up in the thick of it. And my cool new ability is Swipe. You make a wide arcing swing, make a single melee strike, and compare the attack roll to the result of the ACs of up to 2 foes, each of whom must be within your melee reach and adjacent to the other. So I'm going to attack...
Well, okay.
Oh,
You did your
one
sudden
second.
charge thing because you strode twice, right?
right.
So unfortunately, Swipe and Sudden Charge are both 2-action
Oh.
actions.
Okay.
And they both have the Flourish trait, which I believe you can only do 1 flourish per turn.
Okay.
So you could Sudden Charge, get up there and hit one of them, and then on your next turn, since you're in the mix, you can then swipe on them.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm going to pick off one of the ones, pick on one of the ones to my side, so that way I can leave 2 of them adjacent. I don't want to get the one in the middle and not allow myself to use Swipe next turn, potentially.
Sounds good.
So I am going to make an attack with my greatsword.
That is unfortunately a 14, which does not connect, but it's not that far off from hitting either, if you wanted to use a hero point.
I'm going to save my hero point because I've only got 1 right now. So I'm going to use my last action to attack again.
Cool. Attack you at a -5.
Yep. With a 25.
Yeah, well, that'll do it. 25 will hit. You chop that one of them next to you. You chop with an 11, dealing right. Yeah. I was just checking its weaknesses and resistance and stuff. So yeah, you chop with 11 damage. Chop. This thing, like, you slice it, and like a bunch of butterflies kind of fly out, and it goes and like swirls around. Ist, that is you.
I'd love to do a recall knowledge to try and figure out what exactly these little guys are.
Cool. You can roll me religion or occultism with a penalty.
Here's the fun thing for me. I have one of the things I picked up was Creighton's cognitive crossover, which means if I fuck up the religion roll, it will roll occultism for me anyway.
Hell yeah.
So it was a 16 for religion.
Cool. That was very close, but it's not a success.
Okay, but regardless, I immediately reattempt the triggering check with my other chosen skill. I got a 30 on my occultism check.
Fantastic. Yes, these are Akazendri. They are proteans, which are creatures. So, like an angel is a creature of pure, lawful good. A demon is a creature of primordial, chaotic evil. A protean is a creature of primordial, chaotic, neutral.
It's my peeps! It's my people! Green and chaotic neutral, baby.
They are natives of the Maelstrom, which is the true primordial chaos of the universe. They are weak to lawful damage, resistant to precision damage, and they have an ability called Protean Anatomy, where their vital organs shift and change shape and position constantly. Whenever it takes acid, electric, or sonic damage, it becomes resistant to that damage type for 1 hour or until the next time it takes damage of one of the other types.
I will call out those damage types, just mix it up. And then I'm going to use 2 actions to do telekinetic rend, which allows me to do 2 5-foot bursts. So I will put, the range on that is 60 feet. So I'll put one to the side of the side of the BC that H2 just hit, and then on the other side between the other 2. Is it possible for me to do this without hitting H2 or not?
No.
H2, how do you feel about getting caught up in a telekinetic rend?
What do I need to be in order to affect that? What's the saving throw?
It is a fortitude save.
I'll be fine.
Alright. Knowing that H2 is pretty hardy, I will just, as I yell, I'll go, brace yourself, H2, as I cast telekinetic rend. It does less damage than I would like, but that's a fortitude save from the little critters and from H2.
Cool, and it's another D6 at the very least.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because it's a D6 slashing and
Or
bludgeoning or slashing to all creatures in the area. Okay,
Yeah.
That is not as powerful as one might hope.
no, I could have amped it and then it would have done the 2, but I did not. So
Alas. All right. Well, I'm going to roll 3 fort saves against telekinetic rend.
it's all slashing damage.
They all critically fail.
Cool. 8 slashing damage to the little critters and 4 to H2. And that's my turn.
Hell yeah. They are upset about that thing that you just did.
Yeah.
Next
That's fair.
is one of the Akazendri, the one to H2's left, who's going to wriggle over to Mindy.
Ugh.
For clarity, I don't think any of us can inflict lawful damage, which is why I didn't mention it. So.
And while it goes, you notice it from that rend. It had gotten pretty hurt, but it gets slightly less hurt.
It heals itself.
It heals itself very slightly, but it does heal itself.
Okay.
And it goes. I'm gonna get you. And it's gonna chomp you, Mindy.
These are giving me big the weasels in Who Framed Roger Rabbit energy with the way Zach is choosing to voice them right now, and it is very good.
That is a 26 against your AC, Mindy.
Yeah, that hits.
That is just barely not a crit.
Ugh.
Oofa doofa.
Cool. So you take 17 piercing damage.
Why?
plus 1 chaotic damage. And don't forget, you had also taken that 5 before. It looks like you did mark that.
Yep.
And Mindy, I need you to roll a will save. As like you're suddenly jolted. Your brain becomes foggy for a second as it tries to afflict you with garbled thoughts.
Oh, no.
But the static recedes. You roll a 26. You resist it. You are not stupefied by this creature.
Good.
Would she take chaotic damage as she's neutral?
We can say no. They're gonna fix that in the remaster coming this year, but they haven't yet. So yeah, Mindy is currently immune to.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I can save Mindy from any damage, I will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't slap her ass. She might die.
And then it looks at you and it says, "Hey, look at this!" And then it turns into a capuchin monkey. Says, "What's that?" Minnie, that's you.
I see. How many points of damage did I just take? 17?
Yeah, 17.
Oh boy. I gotta use my calculator for this.
Ist is currently working out how to get one of these guys back to Absalom, or where she can find them.
You're at 14 HP. Thank you.
I don't like that. Can I stumble backwards without taking attack of opportunity?
I mean, the only person who knows anything about these things is Ist. Ist did not say that they were competent enough warriors that they would be able to stop retreating foes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a few steps back, then, and then I'm gonna unleash some magic missiles at them.
Me? A monkey?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're casting magic missile at level 2. How many actions are you using? 2 actions.
Yes.
Cool. So that is 4 darts that you get to shoot. Who are you shooting them at?
The monkey one that tried to come at me just now gets 2 of them, and then the other 2 go to the other 2.
Cool. So roll another D. Roll 1d4 plus 1 3 more times.
Okay.
Cool. So, sweet. So the monkey takes... That's some good damage. That's some good magic missile damage. For those watching that at home, Mindy rolled a 4 on 3 of the 4 d4s.
Hell yeah.
Worst things?
Hell yeah.
Worst things have happened. All right. Calamus Palm, that's you.
I would like to first action command Digsby to move. So my little guy can move up here.
Cool. Mindy, Digsby just comes barreling through your skirts and just stop in front of you and goes...
Yeah, Digsby is in front of you, like, little paws out, like, no.
Do not attack our squishy little wizard.
Cool. Is that Digsby's independent, like, mature action?
Oh! Shit, you're right. So, yeah. And then if I command him, he gets 2 more, right?
No, he either gets 1 or 2, depending on if you command him or not. Considering the spacing of the fight, I think this being something he does by himself and leaving you with 3 actions is probably your best thing.
That's what I think. And then for Mindy... Mindy, I'm gonna heal you. Just let me see which level or how many actions I need to do it as. So give me a second.
2 actions gives you the most healing and a range of 30 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it as a level 1. I'm gonna save my level 2.
Cool.
A level 2 action, or a level 1 2 action heal.
Cool. So that's 1d8 plus 8.
Yes. For Mindy. 15.
Mindy, you're healed for 15 points. And that leaves you with 1 more action, Calamus.
Yee. My last action. I'll go ahead and do my cantrip Protect Companion.
Okay.
On... I don't know if it'll reach H2. Let me check the...
It can't. That's just for minions, like animal companions and familiars.
Sorry. Well, I still want to do that.
Yeah, gives you a bonus. Gives Digsby a bonus to AC.
Yeah, +1 to AC until the start of my next turn. So yeah, if anyone attacks him, yeah, I'll give Digsby +1 to AC.
Sounds good.
Boop. That's me.
Fantastic. I just looked at Digsby's sheet again, and I saw that you listed his deity as acorns, which is great.
I don't remember doing that. I did so many weird things on his sheet. His alignment is good boy, BOI. His background is badger. Oh. His traits are fluffy and chomp.
Excellent.
Perfect.
I love him.
All right, so now it is the two Akazendri that are dealing with H2. H2, they both go, look at this! And they turn into tiny versions of you.
That's kind of funny.
And then they are going to both grab you with an attempt to use tail strikes on you. That's a 25 and a 27. Those both hit.
Yep.
And then they also both grab you, leaving you grabbed. But they do also deal cumulatively 19 bludgeoning damage as they just wrap their tails around you and start to squeeze.
Okay.
Do you have any? You don't have any resistance or anything, right? And are you lawful?
No, I'm true neutral.
Cool. So then you are not affected by their chaos damage either. But you are grabbed, which means that you are, for the time being, immobilized and flat-footed.
Okay.
You can still attack and stuff. You just can't move. All right, round 2, H2.
Now I can swipe?
Now you can swipe. And neither of them moved. They just turned into you and were like little weirdos.
Yeah. Alright, so 1 attack for both of them is a 29.
29 is a critical hit.
And I rolled 18 slashing.
Yep. So that's doubled to 36. So they both take 36 damage. So you see these two little mini H2 tiny small sized H2s, which we're still using tail strikes, but they didn't have tails. So one of them is using an arm like a tail, and one of them is using a leg like a tail, and just hopping on one leg. H2 is they grab it, and H2 just rears back and just chops at both of them, and they both dissipate into smoke. You've one last action. You are no longer grabbed, obviously.
Yeah. I think I'm going to try to intimidate the remaining dude, just glaring and just making this gesture of see where that got them.
I'm just a monkey.
I'm just trying to intimidate him.
Fantastic. Make an intimidation roll. Check.
A 10. Not so great.
It just chatters in mockery. Yes,
Alright.
my friend.
Yeah. What is there in the way of loose debris in here?
There's the broken painting frame.
Does that look like it would have one bulk or less?
Yeah.
Wicked. In which case, I'm gonna twist and do a little motion with my hands and yeet the broken painting at the monkey.
Ooh.
That's a 23.
23 will hit, cracking this dude over the head for 10 physical damage.
It's bludgeoning in this case.
Jesus.
You smack it in the head. Its head spins around and like a bobblehead or like a top. And you see as it's spinning around, it turns from a normal capuchin monkey to a one of those toy wind up monkeys, and then turns back.
What a little weirdo.
Just to really sell the dazedness of that strike.
I love these guys so much.
Weird little cartoon creatures of chaos.
Yeah, these are animaniacs.
Give us words! We want words! Let us eat your words!
Stay away from my spell book, bastards.
I want it!
Grabby hands.
I'm gonna draw stuff on it and then eat it!
I will, hearing him say that, because I can kind of do this, I'm gonna, with an interact action, grab the scroll of thoughtful gift out of my bag and go on, wave it like you would a stick with a dog, like, get the scroll, and throw it.
Cool. Give me a deception or diplomacy check.
I am actually throwing it. I'm not doing the fake out throw that you sometimes do with dogs, but I would, because I'd rather roll deception. My deception is better. But I am quite happy to throw the scroll away if it gets rid of this guy. That's 27 on my deception check.
That's very good. Cool. And next is the Akazandri's turn. So it goes boom, boom, boom. And what was the name of the spell?
It's a level 1 spell, Thoughtful Gift.
Thoughtful Gift. It goes and like scribbles on it for a second, and blows a raspberry and throws it at you, and then just vanishes.
Incredible. Does it now say thoughtful grift?
No, it says pot of piss.
What does the spell pot of piss do? I would love it if it...
Well, have you ever played Team Fortress 2? It's like that.
Thank you.
Thoughtful Grift is also really good.
Yeah, I love that. Do you reckon I could encourage some of those to show up in Absalom? Oh my god, releasing like a little crew of them into like the magic school would be hysterical.
I feel like they would not enjoy that if you did that.
I think they would have a great time. Oh, you mean the school would not have a great time with it? Yeah, no. I was gonna say, I think the Ascaretti would have a fucking great time.
Yes, I do believe that you are correct about that.
Anyway, let's check this place out and see what notes there might be to find.
Yeah. So you're just searching around?
Yeah, team effort. If Mindy, I think that hill really sorted Mindy out. So I think, looking around.
Cool. You look at the wreckage of that painting that you hucked at that guy's head. And you notice there is actually parts of a torn page are stuck to its back where it had previously been concealed by the frame, and you see it is part of a research fragment.
But only part of it.
Flip all the paintings over, everybody.
Yeah, now that you know where to look, you're able to put together one fragment of research. However, on the western wall, you do also notice a large square painting, 10 feet on each side, called the Illusion Garden.
There it is.
I will quickly run this fragment that we've put together back to Aliraha.
Cool. She does verify that you're getting there, but like this is still not enough for her to like put her research together.
And as I run away, just like, I want to learn how to summon Ascaretti, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Plain ally. It's very, very easy to do. I can help you.
Excellent. Let's go to the garden.
Let's go to the garden. Anyways, I'm guessing that's...
Planner ally is a level 5 ritual, but she thinks it's really easy to do.
I'll get there.
You'll be level 5 soon.
No, for level 5 spell.
Oh. That's really funny.
Alas. But yeah, let's go to the garden.
You step through the garden, through the painting. It ripples. you are struck with a sudden desire to go, wahoo! Like Super Mario.
Anyways.
Exactly. And you appear coming from the opposite direction in a garden on the east side of the house.
Ah. So it's like right there.
It was right there the whole time. Several statues of an adult Garundi woman at various ages are displayed here, each with a plaque describing an important event or a reward.
Ooh.
You can see there's it's like almost clockwise it is going through like her life. The earliest ones there is no statue, just like honorary pedestals with a name that has been like artfully scratched away, describing things from her childhood. And then as she gets older, you see her in her prime. You see a statue of Aliraha alongside Vrisk, the proto-golem you met, stands at the rest. Even from outside the garden, extraneous magical lettering is shimmering and visible on top of the mundane description on the placard. I can also share with you the art of her statue.
I want to see what she looks like or looked like.
See what she looked like. Ooh. Fancy.
Hell yeah. That's a dope ass statue.
That is pretty cool.
Because Garundi is in the Mwangi expanse. Right?
So the Mwangi expanse is Garund is the continent. The Mwangi expanse is like the jungle region within like the kind of top third of it before you get to the far north, which is like the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did this painting literally just like teleport us through the wall?
Yeah.
But the painting was on the west wall.
So it actually teleported you across the room into the next wall.
To outside. This is some full portal bullshit in the best way.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if this is the Garden of Illusion, we should just try to do a good job of searching, I guess, like trying to see through any illusions that are here.
Yeah. Like I was saying, before I shared the image of her, the statue of her in Vrisk is the most like obviously it's like glowing right now.
Okay.
And as you approach it to like look at the pedestal and the plaque of it, a series of complex magical structures form around you. First, the statue begins to slowly sink into the ground, and then also recedes an impossible distance away along with the walls of the house and other features of the garden. It's like when you tilt shift like a camera's lens, and suddenly everything is super far away.
I see.
And you're just in the middle of like an enormous expanse. Walls of shimmering arcane energy rise up all around you, far too many to normally fit in the garden space. A ceiling forms above, trapping you in a complex, illusory maze. I need you to try to get out.
Well, part of me's like, I cast Dispel Magic. It doesn't work, I'm guessing.
You could try.
Yeah.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion, so it should
It is
work.
an illusion.
All right.
It's a very powerful illusion.
Yeah, I'm baby, so see if this works.
You can definitely give it a shot.
Okay. If you successfully counteract a magic item, the item becomes a mundane item of its type for 10 minutes. This doesn't change the item's non-magical property. If the target is an artifact or similar item, you automatically fail. Okay. Well.
So you give me a counteract check. That's a spell attack roll.
Okay. This is my bonus plus 10?
Yeah, your spell attack roll is plus 10.
Cool. I rolled a 4.
So that's a 14.
You got a hero point.
So I
You do have a hero point.
Because I'm guessing the DC of this roll is
High.
Mayhaps.
So put a hero point down, re-roll that.
There we go. That's significantly better.
Yeah.
So with a 24, you don't dispel the entire illusion, but you do, like, is this a scroll or are you casting it from your staff?
I'm casting it from my staff.
Cool. So you, like, slam your staff into the ground and, like, almost a wave of arcane energy comes from you, and like it's like dispersing fog for a second before the fog rushes back in, or like a big splash before the water rushes back, and you can see that you are still in the normal garden. This is an illusory maze. That is not you've not been transported anywhere. The statue is right like 10 feet away from you, but then the illusion snaps back. You've gained a navigation point,
Okay.
which you can use to like navigate the maze and get to the thing. But you have not managed to stop the whole of the
Okay.
illusion. So that's Mindy. Everyone gets 2 rolls. So that was Mindy's first action. Who else would like to act?
I'll go next. You tell me what role this might be, Zach.
Uh-huh.
I have a Wayfinder.
You do have a Wayfinder.
So I'm going to pull that out. Like, I know that this is an illusion. What I'm going to do is, like, hold the Wayfinder. And I think this is me trying to bastardize some magic on the fly, knowing what Mindy's just shared with us.
Mm-hmm.
Given the wording on the warp step cantrip, the earth warps beneath your feet, your steps extend, distance contracts, and everything is just a little bit closer. Mechanically, it gives you a 5-foot status bonus, but I love the way the wording of that feels when dealing with an illusory maze and with a Wayfinder.
Yeah, so I think you're just using your Wayfinder and this cantrip as the focus of like an occultism check to like use your knowledge of occult magic and like your own magic to like force the maze to be more according to what you think it should be.
Yeah, effectively, like, it's, like, effectively, like, just... I'm trying to think of, like, how first-person games, like, even, like, Doom, but when you speed up, and it just looks like that kind of point of view of just moving that little bit faster. That's a 24 on an occultism check.
That's a 24. That is another success. That's another navigation point. As you, like, almost, you make it, you get closer, but you also, like, you're all watch as like some of the walls ahead of you that crack and crumble, and it becomes more and more of a straight line directly towards the statue.
Oh yeah.
What about Calamus and H2?
So, I don't know. I could see it being perception or I could see it being survival, but we know this is an illusion, and Aliraha is a great wizard, but she can't be all-knowing, so there's bound to be little tells that I can look for, like the blades of grass are wrong here, that kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah, so that sounds like a disbelieving, which is either a perception check or a will save.
My will save is technically better, so I think I'll go with that.
Sure.
With
Fuck
a 30.
yes!
Boom!
Natural 20!
Nice.
Yeah. H2, you are well aware and well familiar with the ways that things can be made to look like other things. You are yourself a thing that was made to look like something else. And this is familiar to you, this form of artifice, this form of emulation. And you're like, this is just a wall. It's not even a wall. This is just, and more of the walls break down. Some like the side paths all just close up as the statue gets closer and closer, drawn forward by your enormous will. You gain 2 navigation points.
Nice.
Bring us home, Calamus.
The only thing I can really think to do is to use nature to like examine, and like, since it's not real nature, I feel like maybe I can find a way to tie that.
You could also use survival to just navigate.
Survival's pretty high too, so yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I'll give it take him home. That is a 16. That is unfortunately not a success. It is very disorienting to be in this place that is the natural world and yet is not. You could try to push through it with a hero point, or you can just let it lie.
I mean, you said we all get 2, so I'm gonna let it lie, I think.
Okay. You don't, and actually you don't even need 2 because you've all 4 is the threshold that you needed. So you get like turn around for a second, and then H2 puts a hand on you and like helps you figure out the way through. Digsby like shuffles around and snuffles at your feet and puts you on the right path as you all reach the statue in the center of this illusory maze. The statue stops in its sinking.
Hell yeah.
I want to look at the statue.
Yeah, you touch the statue and the maze just blows away. You're in the garden once more. The statue was descending into the earth, but now that you have touched it before it was fully gone, it rises back up. So you, Mindy, look at the command, the placard. There's the placard of just like, oh, this is the time. This is from when Aliraha created Vrisk, her first and greatest student. But there's also over it, like hypertexted, is a command word that when you speak, it slides open a compartment containing a fragment of Aliraha's research.
I speak the command word.
Hell yeah.
It slides open.
Yeah. How do we get back inside?
Nice.
Is the painting...
There's
another painting?
There's no painting out here.
There's no painting out here.
Painting out here.
No, I didn't think so. We walk around the house
The
back
back
to the
door.
front door.
You walk around the house back to the front door, exactly.
Incredible.
So we walk back in the front door and go, all right, we found another piece.
Oh, fantastic. Wonderful. All right, just a few more, and I think we'll be able to fully start working on this.
Time to go upstairs, I guess.
Yeah.
How are you liking my house, by the way? I think I put a lot of cool puzzles in it.
It's good. I reckon you could make a killing designing escape rooms. I think you'd be top notch.
Oh, yes. I mean, that's kind of just a wizardly. We all love to do it. All the wizards love to build weird rooms full of stuff.
I can confirm.
That tracks.
We do love to build little contraptions and mazes. I usually build them for this one. I point at Ralph.
Ist mutters under her breath, fucking nerds, but it's said entirely with affection.
The idea of Mindy making a bunch of little, like, magical puzzles and mazes for her pet rat is adorable, actually.
Agreed.
He's running through mazes.
He's the smartest rat in the world. It's enrichment.
Let's head upstairs, y'all.
I suppose so.
All right, cool. You make your way upstairs.
All right. Do we want to make an effort to be quiet as we move around up here, given that we know there's definitely other people here?
Could be. You see there's a hallway to your left as you come up around the stairs with like a number of doors on either side of it. There's another door like closer up, like a little further ahead. And then it looks like it opens up into a larger like atrium past all that in a different direction.
What was the evocation atrium, wasn't it?
You do remember hearing that?
But do we want to take this first door or just check down this first hallway? I'm not going first unless people want me to mage hand open a door.
So it looks like this already has
I
a
can
door.
go first.
Okay, cool. Looks like there's a lot of side hallways that don't have doors yet within our view.
Well, then let's try this corridor.
Oh, I see.
Let's do the long corridor with the many doors.
Cool. Yeah. There are many doors.
Door number 1?
Door number 1.
Door number 1. You open up door number 1. Feel free to open up door number 1. And you see 2 small desks lay on the eastern and western sides of this small study room. The western desk hums with a soft, soothing sound, while the eastern one buzzes with an unsettling, low noise. On either desk, numerous crafting and repair supplies lie scattered about, and the prototype golem frames are pulled up against the northern wall. The shelf on the southern wall contains several books in an array of unusual languages. On all 4 walls, arcane runes shake and spark with instability.
Does this room look like... Does it look like anybody's gone through anything in here?
It does not look like it. Oh, are you going inside?
Yes.
Cool.
Commitment.
You enter, and immediately there, like the energy, because like there was like sizzling and popping like poorly maintained transformers on the walls, and as you step into the room, it all kind of like a current seeking a ground. It all shoots into you. I need you to make a fortitude save as necromantic energy flashes into your body.
Oh boy.
Ist, I need you to do the same since you're within the first 3 squares.
Fair enough.
Rip.
That's 19 for
Cool.
me.
Both of you fail. Taking...
Is this considered a... Oh, wait, no, that's on reflex saves against hazards.
Mhm.
Oh, does
you
this count as a
take-
hazard?
It is a hazard.
That would make that a 20 then.
Cool. Unfortunately, still a failure. You take 13 negative damage, and the runes cease their popping, but do not look like they have been. They look like they've been discharged, but not disarmed.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Also, Ist and H2 are both enfeebled 1.
That's the strength one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it looks like the way that, and you can see it's starting to like very slowly charge up. You think you could you don't think you would have enough time to thoroughly search this room enough to like find anything in it before it goes off again.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to, Calmus, you got some Dispel Magic scrolls, right?
Yeah, I did take those.
Did you want to see if we can deactivate the ward in this room?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've never used a scroll,
Let's-
so
You just cast it like you would normal.
okay. Then I would like to do that.
Cool. Yeah, give me a spell attack roll.
Okay.
I think that's for you. It's a +10 as well.
30.
Oh,
Fuck yes!
nice.
Calmus,
Natural
yeah.
20,
You-
baby!
Read the incantation from the scroll, and immediately it like quells the necromantic energy of this room, and it is well and truly deactivated.
Calamus, that was fucking tight.
Hell yeah. I want to give
Hell
Calamus a high five.
I will
Yeah,
hand... While Calamus was doing that, I will, out of my bag, I'll pull out the 2 elixirs of life I have prepped for today, and give one to H2 and take one myself.
Cool. What level of
It's just it's a basic one. It's just D6, and I think you have like a +1 bonus to saving throws for against disease and poisons for the next 10 minutes.
cool?
Buddy, no.
Buddy.
It's fine.
No,
That is an important tool that will help me later.
Me, yeah. Bad batch.
Can I look at the
Mhm.
next door and see if it's like another study?
It also suffered
Alas.
some electrical damage.
F.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna. Oh, that's right. I can just click on the door.
But yeah, at least we can search the room now.
You can search the room now without any issues.
Did that? I was gonna say,
So
did that
a
dispel?
thorough search of the area, taking about 10 minutes or so. Mindy, are you not searching the room? Because I see that you've gone to another room and opened the door.
I was gonna peek into
You
this
muted
room.
Sam.
You're
Oh, right. I sure am. That explains why nobody heard me for the last couple of minutes. I was gonna say I just kind of want to peek into this room to see if it's like the same as the other one that we were looking into.
Yeah, it looks like an office.
Okay.
With a desk.
One desk. I come back and search the room with the rest of everybody. I was just like, okay, I see.
Yes. So yeah, you find a number of books on the shelves with marks along their spines. 3 of them, in fact, written in Celestial, Requiem, and Necril. Each of those has further markings in its table of contents and in certain marked passages.
Is that a code? Peeking up at the book as Mindy is our one reader of fancy languages.
Yeah.
It sure looks like a code.
It does, in fact, look like a code. Do I have to translate this for Ist so that Ist can understand the code? Because Ist is probably our code breaker.
I don't know what skill check it would be to break a code.
It would
to
be
fair.
Arcana, Society, or Religion
Oh.
to decipher writing and decode the cipher.
Well, I got good Arcana.
And do you know any of the languages?
What, you said Celestial was one of them, right?
Celestial, Necryl, and another one.
And Requiem.
Just Celestial.
Okay. Well, then you would get a +1 bonus.
Okay. Cool. Then I guess I'll roll for this one. I got a 27.
Fuck yes.
28.
28 is a full success. It's actually a critical success.
Woo!
Nicely done.
You were able to decode the cipher, and between the three books, the three texts, you are able to determine Requiem, for the record, seems to be the language of the psychopomps.
The who?
Sick.
Which are the creatures that guard the barrier between life and death.
The
Ah.
psychopomp.
Cool.
Mhm. So it's like celestial on the language of the angels, the language of the undead, and the language of those between. You're able to find another, put them all together and find another fragment of research. This takes you up to 4.
What was the I'm assuming this is the necromancy room then, given it did necromantic negative damage, and the themes of the books.
Yes, this is the necromantic study.
Nice. Sam, did you have a question?
No, I'm putting my hand up on my bed because I'm resting it there and thinking. Because I had originally tried.
I assumed you were stretching or some kind, but it did really look like you put your hand up to ask a question.
Teacher.
DM. I have a question. No. I wonder. Oh, can we look around for the orbs that have been turned off?
Mm.
You
cameras.
find there's a scrying sensor up here. There was one in this room, there was one in the next room.
Do they just turn on with a touch? Like, how do I?
No, it looks like they've been mystically deactivated.
Oh. I repeat this to the rest of it. It looks like these have been mystically deactivated?
So what, like with a dispel magic?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They need to be rewired back in.
So they've got a spellcaster here, or someone who can at least make a scroll work for him.
Yeah. Good to know. Alright, what's in this room? I don't walk in yet, because I don't want to get zapped to fuck.
That is it's a desk with a bunch of letters and other certificates and bureaucratic paperwork.
Does it look like somebody just stood up from it one day and never returned?
Yeah.
Has it been ransacked at all?
A little bit, but it all you with the same. You get to the same conclusion looking at it that they did, which is this was not a research room. She's some letters and stuff, things that people writing to and from Aliraha. There's one letter with the seal of the Blackrose family, thanking Aliraha for their tour of her house and the artifacts within it. You would know there's a building called the Blackrose Museum in Absalom, which this is an Easter egg because this map, the map of Aliraha's room, is the same map used for adventures set in the Blackrose Museum. So the joke is that the Blackrose Museum, which has been used a bunch in previous adventures, was modeled after this house.
Oh, I
Very
see.
funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think there's any research fragments in this one.
Okay.
Unless they're really well hidden.
It doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Yeah, the insinuation is that it's in the rooms named after the schools of magic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Door number 3.
Door number 3.
Sure.
You want to keep being the one to open the doors, Mindy?
Yeah.
You see, this is a quiet little reading room. Most of the books, there's a few books here, some complicated books on magic theory, many focused on the interactions with the plane of positive energy and the study of living constructs.
Reading room.
Mm-hmm.
Mindy picks a book up and starts flipping through its pages.
Yeah, if you look around a little bit, you do find a cantrip deck in one of the desk drawers.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Cantrip deck is a like a low-powered magical item that'll just gives you single-use cantrips. This one looks like it's 5 stabilized cards.
I pocket it.
Hopefully we won't need those, but
Always nice to have it stabilize.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right. Calamus, you want to open a door?
I can open a door.
Cool.
I figured you could. Do you want to?
We believe in you, Calamus.
I'll head on down and I'll switch it up and open the door on the right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Spicy.
Door.
Cool. You see
Ooh.
the semi-transparent image of a small, elderly Garundi woman dressed in typical Nexian garb stands at a podium on the east side of this lecture hall, right next to you. She does not move, but 3 obvious runes on the podium glow with a pulsating light, alternating between pale blue and rose. Before the figure, magic shimmers over a sheaf of papers, as if she was waiting to speak from prepared notes. As you look in here, this like small old lady is kind of like looking and kind of shuffling, like looking over these notes and like clearing her throat.
It's a projection.
Yeah.
A pre-recorded lecture.
That's cute.
Yeah.
It's a cut scene waiting to happen.
Is that Alirahan, her human?
It looks a lot like the statues of the young adult woman that you saw in the statue garden, which did have some older statues as well. This looks like it's another one of her, like in her later years.
Oh, neat.
Are the stones embedded on the little lectern? Do they seem to be the source of what this is coming from?
You're not sure. You'd have to look a little closer.
Can Calamus call out and say about the door at the other end, and then we can just...
Yeah, Cal must be like, get in here and look at this.
I'd also be intrigued to see if the lecture will start if you come in the
Front door.
student door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, it's Aliraha.
Well, I'll toddle in and have a nose.
I'll walk in through the back door. Calamus.
Cool. Yeah. So you see like in the map as you see it, like the drawing of the map is these are like chairs. These are actually desks that like students with like student desks.
Nice.
Lecture
So what
desk.
are you doing, Ist?
I'm gonna just trot up the aisle and have a nose at the lectern.
As you go to touch the research materials on the podium and the lectern itself, Alira goes, yes, right. Everybody make sure that you get to your seats. The lecture will now begin. Make a will save.
Oh, will save. That's fair.
Very good.
Yeah, will save and roll initiative.
Oh, interesting.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Are we fighting old
Are
Aliraha?
we all doing the will save? Or just me?
Currently, it's just Calamus and Ist.
Okay.
Is this a hazard?
It is a hazard.
Okay.
This is a complex magical trap.
Cool.
Okay, that's a failure.
Cool.
That's definitely a failure.
That's also a failure. Yes.
Bye, everyone. I've got a really important lecture to attend.
Oh, are we still enfeebled?
You are
Okay.
H2 and Istar. Yeah.
Okay.
And it should roll initiative.
Everybody.
I mean, everyone can, but only Ist and Calamus are affected currently.
Fascinating lecture. She has a higher opinion of herself.
Well, she's an Arcload of Max. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
All right, so Mindy, from outside, you hear Aliraha begin to speak, admittedly very compellingly, on the nature of the soul and all sorts of just cool stuff, incredibly advanced topics, speaking without pause, almost overwhelming the minds of those within. But you are not currently being affected by it because it's coming muffled through a door.
I see.
What does the failed will save do? Or mean?
You are stupefied 1 currently, and you need to spend 2 of your actions next turn approaching one of the empty desks in the classroom and taking a seat.
Fun.
That's fun. I don't know what to do about this. I already used my Dispel Magic charge that I prepared.
I have some scrolls if you want to reach in my pocket.
You're inside the room, though, and I'm outside the room.
You can enter the room.
Will I then also be stupefied?
We'll see.
Time will tell.
You'd have to make the will save.
Fuck it. I enter the room.
Cool. Nothing happens yet because it's already used its reaction and rolled initiative, and now its turn has not come up yet.
I just have the one turn, so I guess, can I look at the lecture hall, or the lectern?
Yeah. There's 3 runes, 3 glyphs on it. It looks like this is a very powerful enchantment, and this is the enchanting lecture hall, or the enchantment auditorium.
What do the glyphs say?
It's like they're not like words. It's like very complex magical like sigils.
Yeah.
That are like creating and sustaining all of the effects that are currently happening in the room.
Okay. So it's not like an on-off switch or something.
No, it would be like you could, like a thief or someone with thieves tool could scratch out the glyphs to disable one, but you would need that you can tell from a glance that they are independently active. So you would need to deactivate all 3 to stop the lecture.
Okay. I know it isn't the time, but this stuff is really fascinating.
It is. It's pretty impressive. So that was one. Yeah, that was an action to come in and get over here. Like that was just you looking over it. If you wanted to attempt like a thievery check to scratch out the runes, or to attempt to counteract it, or you think you could maybe, if you were loud and forceful enough, you might be able to disrupt the lecture.
Is attempting to counteract it with an Arcana check?
Counteracting it would be like dispelling it.
Wow. I already used my Dispel Magic.
Yeah.
I only prepared one of those. Okay. So an Arcana check wouldn't do anything at this point.
Not at this point. Not on this one.
Well, unfortunately, my thievery isn't a terribly high skill, but I am apparently trained in it, somehow.
Alright, give it a shot.
I guess let's give it a shot.
Do you have thieves' tools?
No.
You don't have these tools. Well, then you wouldn't be able to actually try.
Oh, okay.
Which is good, because that would be a critical failure.
Cool. Yeah, I can't try then. Yeah, I don't know I don't really have anything to do here. Well, I'm just gonna walk out of the room.
Okay, bye.
Cool.
Bye, I guess. Mindy's just like, I can't really help here. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna turn around. Close the door again so I don't get affected. What I'm trying to do is not get affected by the fucking trap.
Speaking of, I need Calamus and as it begins to talk about all these incredible things, I need Calamus and Ist to make another will save.
Love to have to make a will save when already stupefied.
It's the same number.
Was it stupefied 1 or stupefied 2?
Stupefied 1.
Oh, but it's 2 act. The effect was a 2 action thing. Okay.
Yeah.
22.
So Ist, you succeed. Calamus, you do not.
I love lectures.
Okay.
Calamus, you take 7 mental damage. Ist, you take 3. Ist is still stunned 1. Calamus is stunned 2.
Is that just an effect?
Stunned.
Stunned, yeah.
Right.
So that means you lose that many actions on your next turn.
Oh,
Fucking
okay.
hell.
Damn.
Yeah, you're trying your best to process all this information, but it is tough. H2, that's you.
I hate this because the only good idea I have is to attack the lectern.
Sure.
I don't want to get rid of this, image of Aliraha that still exists, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
but...
One thing many did see is that intimidation could be used to disrupt the lecture.
Just open the door at the end and just yell.
Yeah, no. I mean,
that's...
I'm already back out in the hallway, so, I can just yell down to H2, try intimidating it!
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll come in the back door and just, in my best Pharaoh voice, go, hey.
Channel your inner Keith Carberry.
Yep, channel my inner Keith J. Carberry.
Give us an intimidation roll.
21.
She says, questions are for after the lecture, dearie, but you can see, her shape shimmers a little bit, and one of the runes powers down.
Yeah.
You have one more action if you wanted to... Well, no, because it's 2 actions to disable the device. So that's your turn. Calamus.
Hey.
You have to use 1 action to go sit down.
Okay.
And then you have no actions left, unfortunately.
I love lectures.
You can sit in whichever desk you want.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to go to the front of the room. I'm so interested.
Ist, same deal.
Okay, I'm stupefied 1. I'm stunned 1.
You stun 1, and you have to use 2 actions to move to and sit down.
Okay, Calamus, can you get your token off the top of my token, please?
No, I'm listening to a fucking lecture.
Yeah. Oh.
So these are the desks that you're in the front row desks.
Yep.
Cool.
Digsby is probably following Calamus, just hello?
Digsby is confused.
Question, do
Round
I still
2.
get to do Digsby on my initiative, though?
He has independence, right?
Yeah.
He has independence. If he's in this room, he needs to be making will saves too, because he wasn't in the room before.
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna let him try. I'm gonna let him freaking try. No,
All right, give it a roll.
well, he's probably fine. 25.
Digsby's actually fine.
Digsby doesn't give a shit about this.
Digsby!
Hell yeah.
Can Digsby bite Calamus? Would that
Yeah, but that won't.
It won't bring
will
them out
not
of
do
it?
anything. No. The problem is you've already got too much information going through your head. Additional sensory information would not really be an assistant.
Can Digsby sniff around to see if he can find something that could stop this?
Digsby can get a scroll out of your pack and give it to someone else.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Cool. So Digsby waddles out with a scroll of Dispel Magic and gives it to Mindy.
Oh.
Mindy, that is you.
Awesome. I'm going to use the Scroll of Dispel Magic.
Fantastic. Give us a spell attack roll.
Ooh.
There we go. That is a 15. It is not a success.
Well,
You have a hero point, though.
I do have a hero point. I'm going to use it.
Digsby face palms.
Look, I'm under a lot of pressure here. I also want to hear this lecture.
Oh my god.
You face pause.
Okay. Let's try again. Fuck!
So it's a 14, which becomes a 24.
Oh, that's right.
Luckily, because that is what you need. Another one of the runes powers down. It's round. The lecture begins again. I need Calamus, Ist, and H2 to make will saves.
Ah, big money, no whammies. It's a whammy.
That's a whammy.
I'm gonna hero point mine.
Okay.
See if I can get a success.
At this point, fair.
So that becomes, a 20?
A 20, which unfortunately is still a failure.
I too would like to hero point mine.
Okay.
Nat
H2.
20.
Nice!
Hey.
You're unaffected. Ist and Calamus both take 6 mental damage, as you just are so sucked into the lecture. You are now both stunned to 2. But H2, that is you. You are unaffected. You are able to do whatever you want. There's 1 rune left active.
I am going to, in my gruffest voice, be like, my question is, do you ever shut up? And I'm going to roll
Rude.
intimidation again for a 25.
Hell yeah. There's like a ripple, and she says, "You got spot, little one," and then fades away. Calamus and Ist, you both come back to yourselves. The stunned condition ends.
Does the stupefied also end?
The stupefied does not end.
Oh.
But you get a feeling that if you like took an hour to like rest and recuperate, it would go away along with the enfeebled.
You have this weird feeling.
Cool.
Y'all want to just like sit down for a second, process all this information.
And now that the trap has been disabled, it is easy to collect the research fragment on the lectern.
I don't suppose anyone's got anything for like restoration. You would have to have prepared it as a spell.
Yeah, no, I have stabilize if you feel like dying.
No, I would love to get rid of stupefied because it fucks with my spell casting.
But have you considered dying?
Conditions I don't think necessarily go away if you lapse into unconsciousness. Alas.
No.
That's funny.
They do not.
We don't have the time. So
H2 shakily looks around at everybody and then looks at Calamus and says, "Do you have another heal prepared?"
I do, yes.
you kept the level 2 back too, didn't you?
Yeah, how bad are you? Because that'll determine if I want to do...
I'm at 18 out of 38.
Oh, well
I was
then
thinking...
why don't I just do a 3-action heal and do the... Is that...
Yeah, we'll cluster up.
Yeah. Could everyone just get together for a photo, please?
Yeah, that would be 2d8 to everybody.
Okay. Let's do that. Which, because I'm also hurt, so...
Mm-hmm.
Come here, Mindy. Get some healing. Everyone gets 10.
So everyone heals 10.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
You're still so low.
Pretty low.
Do you want me to
Could take and
Oh, sorry.
remember, you can also take 10 minutes to like treat wounds if you're trained
Oh,
in
yeah.
medicine.
I have
and
medicine,
healer's
too.
tools.
Can we do that?
Oh shit.
Yeah, it just takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm topped up on... So I top everyone up with healing and then go over to H2 specifically to start doing some medicine stuff. And how's Ist looking?
I'm at 28 out of 38.
Okay, and...
But that would then add us up to 20 minutes, because it's like 10 minutes per person.
Right.
Can I use crystal healing to heal effects?
I don't know. It depends on what the thing is.
It says treat disease or treat poison. God damn it.
Nope.
So no.
This fucking feat is useless.
I did a medicine roll for 25.
Nice.
25 if you're using the... if you're doing a normal medicine DC is a critical success,
Cool.
Nice.
which would heal one person for 4d8 hit points.
I'm gonna heal H2 for 4d8.
Okay? And that takes 10 minutes.
16 points.
I'll take it.
Uh,
Back up in the 50s. I'm feeling frisky. We're good.
mhm.
Alright, do we want to check that last room up here?
Yeah. See that.
Or over here, I should say. Last door out in this corner of the house. I'll open the door with Mage Hand, just so we can see in. And have a looky-loo in this room.
In that one, yes.
Nobody stepped in. We opened the door with Mage Hand.
Cool. You see on the far eastern wall of this room a board covered in complex magical runes and geometric arrangements is barely visible, nearly faded from the time this room has been untouched. The desk on the eastern side is covered in books, dried up inkwells, and other writing implements. The room pulses with spiritual energy, and wisps of airy magic all coalesce around a semi-transparent humanoid form, sitting patiently at one of the chairs facing the desk.
Ooh.
As you open the door, this figure kind of coalesces, kind of staring forlornly at the desk on the east side of the room. And as the door opens, she turns and she says, "Hello, do you know where my teacher is? She has been missing for so long."
Oh boy.
I have also art of this character.
By any chance, does my ring ping as the door opens?
Yeah, that's a ghost.
Oh, buddy.
That is a ghostly little student.
Oh.
Oh dear.
I forgot her for a while and just kind of haunted this place, and now I remember her. Where is she? Please?
Have you checked the lecture hall?
I
What?
punch Mindy in the arm.
Ow.
I hear it's real interesting in there.
I mean, there's a...
She's downstairs. She's a bit different, but she's downstairs.
What? What happened? What is going on? Who are you people?
friend.
We're friends of Aliraha. Somebody tried to hurt her, and now her spirit is in the skull. But she is herself. She knows who she is again. You could talk to her.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Cool. I'm currently stupefied. I still got a 24. I
Doesn't
appreciate
matter.
my
Doesn't
honesty
matter.
in this moment.
Uh-huh. That's almost a crit. She says, Oh no. Well, my name is Naibiat. If I can help you to get my great teacher back, I will do anything I can.
Well, if you've still got any kind of magic helping her keep the wards up and stop magic leaking into the city, she'd probably really appreciate it.
Oh, yes. They were breaking things. I tried to stop them.
Oh, who is they?
It was a spiky woman and some weird people with big claws and stitches in their bodies.
Oh, buddy.
Fucking night hag.
How long ago was
Or
this?
what's her daughter?
I don't know. Not too long, I don't think.
Are they still here?
I don't know. I cannot leave this room.
Oh.
This is where my spirit is. I do not know if you know much of ghosts, but we can only haunt certain places.
Is your spirit bound to the room or to something in this room?
I can be in this room, or my teacher's office, or in the reading room.
All right, well, she's kind of stuck down in the foyer right now. But,
Well, I can give you a little bit of healing, not real healing, fake, false life.
I'll take it, frankly.
What does that mean?
A bit of buffer to protect against damage.
I will take it.
Yeah, she basically says, I learned this. My teacher taught me. And she casts false life at second level on Ist. You get 13 temporary hit points.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
And if there are any research notes in here?
There are no research notes in here, but she does say, but I do have this. And she kind of wisps her little hand, and a mystic scroll of magic weapon kind of rustles to the top of a bunch of papers on the desk.
I forget. Magic weapon makes a normal weapon have an extra thing, right?
Into a plus one striking weapon. So it wouldn't do anything to H2's sword, but if you had any other weapons that you wanted to like buff for a minute.
We can put it on the Thunder Mace if need be.
Mm-hmm. She says, I'm sorry. I can't go far from my learning halls, and I don't know the magic to make them go away.
We got you. We'll tell Aliraha you're here, though. I'm sure she'll want to talk to you as soon as she's done stopping the house exploding. Hyperbole. It's not actually going to explode, but the magic could leak out, and she's trying to stop that.
Okay. And she kind of just cradles her like wizard staff. Would you like look at it? Make me an occultism check, Ist.
I want to adopt her.
Mhm.
I love this girl.
I feel bad for being mean to her earlier.
That's a 20.
You can actually tell that staff that she's carrying is not part of... It's like most ghosts manifest only with what they had on them at the point of death. Aliraha, through her research into spirits and the veil of life and death and souls, seems to have been able to have forged a wizard's staff out of spectral energy and given to this ghost.
That slaps. Mindy has some questions about this and is extremely curious, but also is just sort of like, I like your staff. Yeah, wizard.
Thank you, my teacher made it for me.
Cool. How did she do that? No, we don't have time actually for that.
She
kind of
is a great wizard.
Ist is relieved as it occurs to her, like, oh, thank Christ this girl didn't die waiting and was already a ghost before the time. That was going to be really fucking sad otherwise.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Warp Step just so I can run the notes that came from the lecture hall and the ones from the necromantic study down to Aliraha, and also mentioned, hey, you've got a student upstairs who's been waiting for you since you went.
Nebiat! Yes! Oh, God! So many things swirling around in this little skull of mine.
I explained sort of the situation. She's great. Love the staff.
She was... I had sponsored her for the conservatory back when she was alive. Unfortunately, there was an accident, and she didn't manage to survive. But her spirit, her will to learn wizardry was so strong that she refused to move on.
I feel this.
I took her in as a personal apprentice, hoping that maybe by teaching her how to become a master the ways of arcane magic, she would be able to move on. Or maybe she'll just be a ghost wizard forever, and that's pretty cool too.
That's pretty cool too.
I put my hands either side of the floating skull, just rest my forehead against Aliraha, and just like, you are such a fucking nerd and so cool.
Those are the same thing.
Yeah. Duh.
Yes. Yeah, they really fucking are. Anyway, I think
what is it?
what's
Is this
her face
5
is here?
fragments?
The Night Hag's daughter is here, I think.
Leaskra.
With guys with stitches.
I remember
in
now.
them.
Those I don't recall, but I remember Leaskra. She was a Shisk changeling. A very burly woman. Very rude.
Oh, well, I've got one of those. Thinking about H2 upstairs.
Jesus.
Burly, rude. We have one of those. But yeah, I was like, right, okay, 4 fragments. Back in a bit. And we'll...
Wait.
What?
She looks at this.
What?
Okay, I can definitely use these 5 fragments alone to recover my own true name and restore the wards. But if you find more, I could use some of my power holding... I could conserve some of the power I would need to hold the wards together and instead provide you some magical support.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to find the rest of the fragments. That's what we're here to do and to help you. But, yeah.
All right. Best of luck to you, my friend.
All right.
Teach that fucker what's for.
Yeah. I'm not here.
And off you go. And I think that's probably, you're about, about halfway through the whole thing. Probably a good stopping point as you regroup. Still a little beat up, still a little bit enfeebled and stupefied, but still filled with plenty of vim and vigor to set right what has gone wrong here in the Arc Lord's abode.
Hi, it's August, and I just wanted to thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed us, please consider leaving a rating on your podcast platform of choice, telling your friends about us, or tweeting about us using the FTLcast hashtag. We are also part of a nonprofit podcasting guild called Standing Stones Productions. We do a variety of shows, including The Room Where It Happened and Dumb Kids Playing Hero, 2 actual play shows, and a Steven Universe discussion podcast called Gay Space Rocks. We also do live streams at twitch.tv/standingstonesprod. You can keep up with everything that we do on Twitter at stones_standing. Unfortunately, Standing Stones was already taken. Your support means a lot. Thanks again!